In Bastion, you play as the Kid, whose world has been completely destroyed. So with the help of the mysterious narrator, you set off to find cores which can repair his world. Naturally, there's droves of enemies standing in your way. As such, most of the game is spent running through mostly linear levels, killing loads of very similar enemies. Once you find a core, you run for the exit, start a new level, rinse and repeat. Thankfully, there is a decent variety of weapons to find. You start out with a hammer and repeating crossbow, then you soon find a longbow and a quick sword, and as you go through the game, you also find dual pistols, a shotgun, and a pike, among many others. I'm sure you've noticed that this game has a unique art style. Yes, it's one of those tries too hard to be artsy types of games. The art is good, and maybe I'm just jaded, but I'm getting really tired of all the artsy arcade games. Anyways, the music in the game is surprisingly good. It's the kind you'd expect from a retail game. It's catchy and very in tune with the game's environment. As far as voice acting goes, the narrator is the only one who talks. And he talks. And talks. And talks. You ever been on a car ride with someone who points out everything around you the entire trip? That's basically how the narrator is. Now, this is an RPG, and it does fit the bill. Enemies give you experience which levels you up, and every level you can pick a stat-enhancing drink from the distillery. Also, enemies and breakable objects drop currency which you can use to upgrade your weapons at the forge, as well as buy things from the Lost and Found. And you can go to the arsenal to change your gear. That may sound all well and good, but this brings up a problem. There's no menu. You can't change your gear on the fly. The main reason this is a problem is because whenever you find a new weapon or skill, it automatically replaces one of the ones you're carrying, whether you want it to or not. And no, you cannot pick which weapon it replaces. Also, the biggest problem I have with this game is that there is no manual save option. You're forced to rely solely on autosaves, and this can really screw you over, as I have lost almost an hour's worth of game time because it never autosaved. So, overall, the game is a decent hack and slash, but it's nothing special. It lasts a decent amount of time for an arcade game at around 6 hours, but it's a very repetitious 6 hours. So unless you really need a hack and slash fix, I say either skip it or wait for a price drop. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.